Hello everyone and welcome on this new weekly market analysis video from Xtreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. Before we start, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and please share the video. So unfortunately guys, last week was not that good for the YouTube free signals. Unfortunately, of course, the deal of the day for the Euro and ZD have really failed so bad. And again, it's highly important to remember that I have sent actually guys, I think 6 or 7 deal of the days in the last 2 weeks, and actually almost all of them were actually going in the right direction. I think the last strong signal, if I'm not mistaken, was the EURUSD here. Then we have sent like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 signals went actually in the right direction, and some of them were actually activated. Then the Euro and ZD came, it was also a bad signal. So again guys, I hope you understand that not every deal of the day is gonna be profitable. Some of the times it's gonna fail, and of course for that reason we have to be always prepared. So of course, don't be like this guy. Please, just don't be like this guy at all. This is not how Forex works. You can never say such things to someone who sends you free signal on YouTube. Because I'm doing here the best I can to send you the signal, and you have to understand that my reputation here is on the line because of this signal. I mean, it's really sad that when people remembering your mistakes and then they forgot everything good that you have done. I mean, okay, for example, the deal of the day maybe went bad, but the VIP group signals went really amazing yesterday. Check out all these profits that our clients in the VIP group have made with the signals that we have sent there. So of course, you cannot judge me for one bad signal. I mean, I'm sure the majority of you guys understanding this, but that comment really made me staring at the screen and just wondering, what the hell? I mean, we are actually getting closer to be 600 subscribers to the VIP group of Telegram, and that actually shows you the amount of trust that I have on my channel. So again guys, I believe the VIP group did really well. Unfortunately, the deal of the day went bad, and again guys, this is really normal. We cannot actually predict the right direction of the market every single time. And of course, by the way guys, if you want to join the VIP group, you can actually join first the free channel, or if you wish to, you can actually contact us directly on Telegram, and you will find of course the contact details there in the description below of this video. This is of course one of the clients who are actually very happy with the experience. So anyway, let's now begin with the weekly analysis, and let's now start with the Euro USD. Alright, so here's the Euro USD, my friends, and as we can see right here, if we switch now to the weekly chart, what we can see here first of all is that the market, guys, is indeed respecting that level of a very strong key support level at 1.06168. So again, that is the level of the key support, and recently it has been respected with attempt number 1 of the support. That was of course happened on January 22nd, and again right now on on June, the market has also reversed on the same level of the strong key support level, which indicates that the Euro USD, in my opinion, is going to actually continue the rise. And also, if I'm not mistaken, this was of course Fibonacci. Exactly, check this out. This was Fibonacci level 38.2, which means we have to consider buying the Euro USD for the next week. By the way, before we continue also, it's highly important to remember that the next week is going to be loaded with the high impact news. Let me just share them with you. So here's of course the calendar from forexfactory.com, and as we can see guys, AUD is going to be off for Monday. However, Monday is going to be a good day for trading. That's going to be fine. But however, the problem is going to be Tuesday. It's going to be a pain in the ass because we will be having the core CPI news for the USD pairs. Then Wednesday is going to be the FOMC meetings, and I believe that this time the FOMC meetings is going to make a huge impact on the market. This actually might cause a chaos in the dollar. So let's be prepared for that, and we have to consider that any signal that you are receiving on this video might actually be affected with this news, and I will remind you about this many times because I want to make sure that everyone is updated. Also, on Thursday, we will be having the unemployment claims again for the euro, for the dollar, and also we will having the monetary policy statement for the euro. These news guys actually can make a huge impact on the market. So again, yes, next week is going to be loaded with the news, so please for that be prepared, and advise that you have to be always considered about your funds and your trades, to never leave them open during the time of these news. Anyway, let's get back now to the Euro USD. So right now, if I switch to the daily chart, what I can see right here, guys, is an actual bullish breakout from that level of a previous resistance right here, exactly at 1.0736. Let me just now switch to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, we can see actually here a clear actual bullish breakout from that level of a resistance trend line. So now, after confirming that on the weekly and daily chart, we can actually start, or actually we can see a bullish movement for the Euro USD. We have now to switch to the 4-hour time frame to identify where exactly we can start buying the market. And on the 4-hour time frame, we have been able to see right here the resistance trend line and the bullish breakout from that level. So I highly advise you to start buying the market right here once the market falls again, to retest the broken level of a previous resistance trend line to create, of course, a new support trend line. So by looking at the left side, we can see right here clearly, guys, that we have right here a strong real level of a previous support. It was a strong key support level at 1.07137, and most likely we can start buying the Euro USD from that level. But the problem that's going to happen after the market falls for like 35 pips. We have to wait for that time before we can start buying the Euro USD. And to make sure that things gonna be safe and hopefully everybody is gonna make good profit with this signal, I'm gonna choose a small take profit level of about, I think, like 80 pips maybe. Oh, okay, 120 pips till the market reach that level of a resistance right here at 1.08318, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of a real level of the support right here. So meaning the safe zone will be ranging for about 54 pips against 120 pips of profits. Let's now move to the pound USD. Alright, so now regarding the pound USD, what we can see first of all, guys, is that on the, actually let's stay to on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see here clearly an actual bullish breakout from that level of a structure right here at the bracket of 1.25375. And as we can see clearly, the pound USD has actually made an attempt to retest the broken level of a resistance right here, and since it actually made the bullish breakout from that structure, the market has just made an instant reversal and just kept rising. So that's telling us that the pound USD is indeed now going to continue the rise. It has completely abandoned that level of a structure. So in my opinion, there is no hope for the price for the market right now at the moment to go again below that level of a structure. So that being said, let's now move back to the daily chart. And as we can see right here, guys, we're having that level of a support trend line. And check this out. This is really nice. It seems like the pound USD has indeed managed to respect that level of a support trend line, and seems like now it's going to continue climbing its way toward the resistance right here. The peak of the resistance, of course, at 1.26827, which means the pound USD still has about another 100 pips more to go. So moving now back to the 4-hour time frame, what we can see right here is, by the way, guys, what I'm gonna do right now is something called the magic of trend lines. What you will do is simply drag or just move the support trend line that we have just drawn here on the previous chart, on the daily chart, and just move it like this. Check this out. We can see clearly that the market has respected that level of a support trend line. It became a resistance trend line. Then we had here the fake breakout. So actually, we can see that the market has made here an actual bullish breakout. It was also the breakout from the structure, and therefore we can see right here that the market has indeed respected the same level of the support trend line. So that tells us that the market right now is actually facing right here a resistance level at 25829. Actually, I was far from the screen. Let me just getting closer to it. I'm getting old, guys. I'm getting old, I think. I'm just 37. Alright, so as we can see right here, we actually can see right here, guys, that we had also a strong real level of the key support, which was, of course, in the past a key resistance. However, that level of a strong key support level most likely now is going to be again respected if the market is going to make a pullback upon the pressure from that resistance. And if the market falls right here, first of all, it will be actually respecting that level of a support trend line to create the second attempt of the resistance trend line, plus it's going to be also respecting that level of the support right here, so it's going to be also respected, and boom, from there we can start buying the pound USD. That being said, we can actually continue buying this pair till it reached the highest level of a real resistance right here at 1.26520, aiming approximately 100 pips of profit. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of a previous support right here at 1.25019, which means the safe zone gonna be ranging for about 48 pips against 100 pips of profit. And let's now move to the AUDUSD. Alright, so for the AUDUSD, my friends, if we check now the the daily chart, what we can see here first of all is that the market has made an actual bullish breakout from 61.8. If we can see right here, guys, the market has actually made an attempt to reverse on 61.8, but then on Thursday the market has shown us right here a strong bullish movement, and as you can see, Friday was also another continuation in that bullish movement. So the market has made an actual bullish breakout from 61.8. Those who are on my channel for a long time, they know the rules that when the market make a bullish breakout from 61.8, it means that the trend is no longer a downtrend. It has been changed right now to be an upper trend, which means we have to consider buying the AUDUSD. So by looking at the left right now, we can notice here that we had a very strong real level of a support exactly right there at 0.67156. But that's on the daily chart. Let's now move to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, I just need to zoom out to the maximum, and right here I want to highlight that we're having here the highest level of a resistance. So I'm gonna draw here the resistance trend line all the way right here to that next level of a resistance trend line, and as you can see right here, we are having a real bullish breakout from that level of a resistance trend line. So let's now zoom in again, and as you can see, my friends, this was indeed the attempt of number 1 for the resistance trend line, attempt number 2 and number 3 right here, and then the actual bullish breakout. That means that we can consider buying the AUDUSD right on the retest of the broken resistance trend line once the market attempt to create the first attempt of the support trend line. So that being said, I need to draw here, to lower the resistance trend line to be right here exactly. So as we can see right here, this was of course the lowest level of a real support, which has already become a resistance for multiple attempts before finally the market make the actual bullish breakout from that level. And we can tell that by looking at the bigger picture, and we can see right here that the market has indeed made the bullish breakout from that level of a resistance trend line. That being said, let's wait for the AUDUSD to fall for another 35 pips before we can proceed to buy this market. And as we can see right here, the take profit level is gonna be right here at the highest level of a resistance at 0.67962, which means we can actually expect to make approximately 92 pips profit from this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of a real support at 0.66583, which means the safe zone, my friends, will be ranging for 46 pips against 92 pips of profit. Let's now move to the USDCAD. And by the way, here I want to say something, guys. I really don't like this market. I mean, look at the AUDUSD. We can tell clearly that we had right here a broken level of resistance. It became a new support. Another broken level of the resistance. It became a new support. We have here a support. We have here a resistance. So it's a clear chart that is actually, you can actually read it easily. But the USDCAD is a mess. I mean, looking at the market right here, we see a lot of wicks, a lot of fake breakouts, a lot of movements. And for example, right here, we can see clearly that the market has made so many random moves right here. It tells us that it's really hard to predict the USDCAD. So let's now do the best we can to analyze it. But again, I highly advise you guys to avoid this signal. It's really one of the non-trusted signals, because again, the market is just moving randomly, and it's just I mean, a small move actually, guys, can cause you actually a lot of pips. Therefore, I'm gonna send you a very careful signal about the USDCAD. But again, I'm telling you I advise you to not take it, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna be really honest. So what we can see right here for the USDCAD is actually here a triangle, which actually has been broken out from, as you can see lately right here, with that strong bearish movement which happened last week. So right now we can actually sell the USDCAD once it reaches again the previous level of the broken support trend line to retest the level, and then it's gonna be a good idea to start selling the market. So by looking at the left side also, we are having right here, if I keep scrolling to the left, right there we're having a very strong real level of a resistance at 1.33710. and that means that we can start selling the the USDCAD from that point. Let's just now move back to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that the market has made several attempts indeed to break out from that level of resistance. We have in total 4 attempts of the resistance, which means the market is most likely gonna start the fall by the opening on Monday, but I cannot send a signal telling you to sell immediately. Therefore, let's just be wise and careful about the signal. And if we check the resistance trend line right here, we can notice clearly that the market actually might rise again to retest that level of a resistance right here at 1.33643. Which means our best option is going to be right here once the market reach that level after rising for another 25 pips to reach the level of a resistance right here, and from that point we can start selling the USDCAD. And if we do that, the take profit level will be right here at the absolutely lowest level of the support at 1.3238. However, for the safe zone, it will actually be ranging till the peak of the resistance right here. Exactly right there. My eyes was looking at that resistance right here at 1.34289, which means the safe zone, yeah, that's a lot, is going to be ranging for 65 pips against 130 pips of profit. But again, it's really not trusted signal, and I'm just telling you my expectation of how the market might move on next week. But again, advise you guys to avoid it for the meantime because it's really not stable market. Anyway, let me now write the signal for you. Let's now take a look at the USDJPY. Alright, so regarding this pair, if we move now to the weekly chart, what we can see right here actually, daily chart, sorry. I was looking for this candle, I couldn't see it. Even on the weekly chart, actually, my friends, we can see right here also something similar to the AUDUSD. We can see an actual bullish breakout from that long-term structure, which has actually begun since December last year. And as you can see, the USDJPY has indeed made an actual bullish breakout from that level of a previous resistance, and that level of a previous support has already also been respected, indicates that the USDJPY is indeed gonna continue the rise. Now, by moving to the daily chart, what I can see right here is my favorite price action. That price action, my friends, usually indicates for a bullish reversal once it being spotted on a support level. For example, if you see on a support level a candle look like that with a short tail and a longer wick on a support level, of course, it usually indicates that the market right now is getting ready for the bullish reversal. And of course, vice versa, if you see this candle on a resistance level like that with a short wick on top and longer tail, it usually indicates that the market right now is getting ready for the fall. So after seeing this candle has appeared right here on the on the daily chart on a support zone right here, as we can see, I think that the USDJPY is indeed now gonna continue the rise. So by moving now to the 4-hour time frame, even actually to the 1-hour time frame, we can notice clearly that we are having here a strong level of a support trend line, as you can see, and seems like the market is indeed gonna be respecting that level. Now by looking also at the support zones, my friends, right there exactly, we can see that we're having right here a strong key level of the support at 139.091. Most likely, guys, the USDJPY is going to continue the fall for another 28 pips, reaching that level of a strong support trend line and also the previous level of the nearest support to our entry. And from that point, we can start buying the USDJPY, aiming at least the nearest real level of a real resistance right here, exactly at the peak of the resistance right here at 140.410, which means we actually can expect about 133 pips profit from this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of a support right here. Sorry about that, at 138.527, which means the safe zone will be ranging for 55 pips against 132 pips of profit. Let's now move to the USDCHF. Alright, so now regarding the USDCHF, we check now the weekly chart. As you can see right here, the market, my friends, has indeed respected that level of a strong key support level at the bracket of 0.89635, which means, in my opinion, the USDCHF is getting ready for the bullish reversal. In general also, we're having here a double bottom pattern, which also means that the market indeed gonna continue the rise. So however, let's consider buying this market for the upcoming week. And as you can see right here, if I'm not mistaken, we're having here, my friends, the real level of the support at 0.957. Check this out. This was, of course, the real level of the support. Meanwhile, we had here the number one attempt of the resistance, the second attempt, and a fake breakout. Then the same level of a real support has indeed been respected again right here. And now we have ended up with another fake breakout from that level, which means most likely, guys, the USDCHF is going to continue the fall and respects the same level of a previous real level of the supports right here, and from that point is going to continue the rise. Now, just out of curiosity, I want to check right here something that I did not check behind the scenes. I want to check something, and let's check it out. Actually, this is called the magic of trend lines. What you can do is simply draw a support trend, a resistance trend line, just like that. And as you can see, that level of a resistance trend line has actually been respected. It became also a support trend line. Now what I will do is just simply move this same line which I have just drawn in front of you and place it right there. Check this out. That level of a resistance trend line has indeed become a support trend line, number one, number two, number three. Then we have ended up here with the fake breakout. Now we can expect from the USDCHF to respect the same level of the previous support trend line to become another support trend line. My friends, that's something called the magic of trend lines. It's actually a video on my channel called the magic of trend lines. I highly advise you guys to go and watch that video. It's gonna open your eyes more about what I did here, and trust me, it really works like magic. However, for the take profit level, my friends, is going to be placed right there at the absolutely highest level of a real resistance as 0.91002, which means we can actually expect 95 pips profit from this signal, and the safe zone that shouldn't be ranging lower than the real level of the support as 0.89559, which means our safe zone will be ranging for almost 50 pips against 96 pips of profit. Let's now move to the gold. Now, let me just zoom out here on the gold and show you something. If you guys remember, I just told you about this price action. Once we see it on a support level, it usually indicates for a bullish reversal. That's exactly what happened in this case, and as we can see, the next week was actually bullish for the gold. Before we start, I want to remind everyone about the upcoming news for the next week, because I'm sure many of you have skipped the video. So again, guys, please be advised that the next week is going to be loaded with the high impact news, especially the core CPI news on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we will be having the FOMC meetings, or the statement is going to be a big impact on the dollar. And also we are having the monetary policy statement for the euro, and also the unemployment claims for the USD pairs. Also the prelim, I think, consumer statement for the dollar. It actually might make an impact on this pair. So again, please advised to close all your positions before the news hit the market. They actually can change the direction of these signals which you are watching right now. So anyway, if I'm not mistaken, the gold is going to continue the rise for a short time till it reach actually the peak of the resistance right here at 1982.61. Then after that, the gold is most likely, guys, going to continue the fall after it rises for another 233 pips. From that point, I think we can start selling the gold. Until then, we will continue buying this pair. As you can see right here also, we're having a real level of the support at 1951.68. Actually, I need to move to the smaller time frame, such as 4-hour time frame. And as you can see right here, this was, of course, the real level of the support. And right now, the gold seems like it's going to continue the fall at the moment, or actually the pullback, before we can start buying it. So to find the decent and the best entry for the gold, I'm going to use the same strategy which I have just used to find the best entry for the USDCHF by drawing here the resistance trend line from this higher high to this lower high. What I will do next is simply drag the very same support trend line and place it just right there. Check this out. Right here exactly, my friends, we can see clearly that the market has made indeed a strong not a strong, sorry, a real attempt of the support trend line. Then we have ended up here with a fake breakout, and as you can see, the market right now is getting ready to reach the same level of a previous support trend line. Actually, even if we track the history of it, we can notice that it became here a support trend line, resistance, support, support, resistance, support, resistance, and as you can see, the market has always respected that level. So anyway, most likely guys, based on the previous level of a strong key support right there, we can safely start buying the gold, hoping also from that level of a support trend line to be respected as well. So that means if that happens, and back to the weekly chart, our take profit level is gonna be right here at the highest level of the resistance. Now going back to the 4-hour time frame, that resistance right here is gonna be our take profit level. Right there, exactly, just to be sure, it's gonna be safe trade, which means we can actually expect approximately 300 pips profit from this signal, and the safe zone that shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of a real support right there at 1936.72, which means our safe zone will be ranging for about 150 pips against 300 pips of profit. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the gold and for the USD pairs for the upcoming week. I hope, guys, it's going to be a profitable one, and hopefully we will do the best we can to help you to gain more profits in this week. And again, another reminder to join the VIP group of Telegram. If you don't feel satisfied with the deal of the day videos, you can, of course, join the VIP group to receive up to 7 signals every day. Now, of course, it's highly important to remember that not every day is going to be good. Some days will be bad, and some many days is going to be awesome and so profitable like this one. So again, guys, we are doing the best we can to predict the market every week. However, it's not an easy job at all to predict the market almost every single day. But again, I'm still doing the best we can here to make sure that we deliver to you the best Forex signals possible, and to make sure that you are up, your expectations of Xtreme Trader are up to what? That you're okay. You get my point. I think that our performance is up to your expectations. Sorry about that. English is not my native language. Anyway, guys, until then, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.